It's learning how to cope with the difficulties.
No limit of learning in any age.
सारे बच्चे बच्चियां पापा की परी नहीं होते हैं, और सारे लड़के मम्मा का लाल नहीं होते हैं.
Then mental fitness is also very necessary, and that only comes when you interact with people.
Okay, so in today's class, we are going to take up a GD, a group discussion, and the topic is the beauty of aging. So it's a very interesting topic because generally people, they don't associate beauty with aging. They associate beauty with only youth. As you know that the beauty industry is booming and people are just going obsessed, crazy to look young and more young and more young. So they are going for Botox treatments and anti-wrinkle creams and night routine and the daytime regime, all those things, exercise, healthy diet. A lot of things are going on, which is fine. We should be healthy, that's fine. But do you think that there is no beauty in aging? I think everything has its own pros and cons, right? Plus points and minus points are there. When you're young, there are a whole bunch of negative points there along with the plus. So when you age also, I don't know why people can't see the beauty of aging, because the plus is way more than the minus. Mostly I think it's plus. So let's discuss. What do you think? Priyanka, you said you're ready, so I'll start with you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, for me, beauty of aging, the definition of beauty of aging, it's not about the beauty of the outer shell, beauty of the face, skin, body, figure structure. It's like the beauty of the inner part of our body, like the beauty of our inner soul. Like as we grow old, we gather different experiences. Like it may be bad, worst. It may be good. It may be best experiences we gathered in our life. So with these experiences, we get matured in day-to-day basis. So this experience helps us to deal with these situations. This experience helps us to identify the people. I think for me, it's very hard thing in this world to identify a person, that whether this person is good or bad. So these experiences helps us to identify. Even these experiences to helps us to keep patience in the worst situation of our life.
Okay, Priyanka, I'll stop you there. You've given a number of points, all very valid points. I completely agree with what you're saying. And I personally feel that the ugliest chapters of life, they give you the best lessons. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and if you go through your life, I don't know whether you agree or not, but I personally feel the hardest episodes, the most turbulent episodes of life, after that you become altogether a very new person. You gain that maturity, strength. Yeah, it's like your eye opener, right? As you said, understanding the right and the wrong, like who's the right friend for you and all those things. Life is not a bed of roses every day. Every day is not a sunshine day. There are good days and bad days. So when like a baby is born, she's so vulnerable. For them, life is a fairy tale. Everybody is my friend, right? You go to, they're so excited, I'll get admission in school, everybody is my friend. I mean, less do they know that once they enter that school, they will meet, maybe it might sound a bit harsh, but there might be a crocodile, a snake, along with rabbits. Everybody is not a rabbit, right? Because from this school life itself, people start breaking your heart. You share a secret, they reveal it, they don't talk to you suddenly, they make friendship with others, they tease you, they mock you, there's peer pressure. So a lot of difficulties they're going to face, but they don't know. And when you face it for the first time, you're blank, you don't know how to handle it, you're just shattered, your heart breaks into bits and pieces. But multiple time you fall, you break, you then gather your pieces, and over again, when you go through such turmoils, there comes that strong personality. That strong personality you gain, and your professional life, your personal life, everything becomes smoother, better, blissful, beautiful. Yeah? So it's like that. So I'll tell you a story in this regard. So once upon a time, there was a grandfather who met his grandson one day. So grandson visited grandfather during the summer vacation, and this little boy asked the grandfather that, "Grandpa, tell me how to be successful in life." Okay, you must know that. So please, you have to answer my question. The grandfather said, "Let's go." And he took the little boy to a nursery and purchased 2 saplings, like small plants. And what they did is, they planted one inside the house and the other one outside the house. Alright? But the grandfather did not answer the question. The little boy returned back home. 4 years later, the boy returns to the grandfather. And the question is same. "Grandpa, last time you never said how to be successful. This time you have to answer my question." And grandpa said, "Definitely I will answer. Let's go and see the trees that we have planted. What do you think, little boy? Which tree do you think would have grown bigger, better, more strong, tall?" The little boy thought for a while. After thinking for some time, the boy said, "Obviously the plant that we had planted inside the house must have grown better and bigger, because everybody took care of the plant. Yeah, we gave food, we gave water, and we pampered the plant. Yeah, there's no insect. But outside, the plant that was outside, it's facing all the storms, scorching heat of the sun, insects, animals, what not. So it must have been in a tough spot. I don't think it has grown that well." So the grandfather said, "Let's see, you're right or wrong." So the grandfather took the little boy, and he was surprised. He was astonished to see that his answer was completely incorrect. His answer was completely incorrect. Yes? What he saw was that the plant outside, it was colossal, gigantic, huge, enormous, big tree. But the one inside was quite small. So the boy asked, "How is that possible, Grandpa?" Grandfather said, "Because outside that we planted that sapling, it could spread its root across the land. There's a lot of space. It's discovering, when you are a small child, you discover when you're going out, you're meeting people, you explore life. Comparing it with human life, I'm saying. So the root had spread itself far and wide. Next thing is that when the tree was facing these storms and scorching heat of the sun, insects, animals, so it's becoming immune to these dangers, the natural calamities. It's learning how to cope with the difficulties. So it's becoming stronger and bigger and better. Same for children. If you stop guarding them all the time and pampering them, and you just let them be, let them fall, let them see the hardships of life, they will learn the art of understanding, coping mechanisms, fighting with the tough situations. That immunity power will grow, right? So that's about it. So I think that's related to this, that beauty of aging. The more you are exposed to life, you age, you learn what Priyanka just said, your experiences, you gain maturity. Let's move to the next speaker. Who will be the next speaker? Mrs. Dalmia? Okay.
Beauty of aging is a very good topic, often ignored by the society. Aging is a process in which we age with lots of knowledge, experiences, and we become emotionally intelligent, how to cope up with 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 the coming situations, and we are less worried about how people validate us, how people think of us. We are happy with our life. We just want to. We are now in a state. The aging person are now in a state that they want to give to the society. They want to live their own life. They are more concerned about their health and all. And meeting with them, with the aging people, when we meet, we gain some experience, their experiences, their knowledges, and lessons, life lessons. So aging is never bad. If we feel happy, if we make it beautiful, then it is the beautiful stage of our life.
So this point that Mrs. Dalmia you just mentioned, that is about validation, I really love it, because this is one major cause of depression. Daily life, when you are not getting that validation, you seek validation, you don't get it, you get upset. But when you are young, when you are a small child, these things are fine. You feel sad. But with age, you stop becoming a people pleaser. What people are saying, it is under your feet. I feel that's what should be. There's a very beautiful idiom, I must tell you. The idiom is, I march on my own drum. I march on my own drum. इसका मतलब ये है कि मैं जो सही है मैं वो करती हूँ. दुनिया को संतुष्टि देना ये मेरा काम नहीं है. अगर मुझे लगता है ये सब्जेक्ट मेरे लिए सही है, मैं ये सब्जेक्ट चूज़ करूँगी. अगर मुझे लगता है ये कॉलेज मेरे लिए बेहतर है, मैं वही कॉलेज चूज़ करूँगी. इससे शादी करना है, ये अच्छा इंसान है मेरे लिए, सो मैं वो करूँगी. सो लाइक दैट. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? सो this is a very very beautiful point that we realize with aging. The reality is you can't please anybody. आप किसी को खुश कर नहीं सकते. तो उसके वो जो डिपार्टमेंट है, you stop bothering about that. You learn to prioritize yourself, your health, your happiness. लेकिन बचपन में क्या होता था? It's like you just have to be that good girl, that nice person.
Everybody should admire us. Everybody should admire us. We seek validation for this only.
Yeah. ये एकदम मतलब गलत चीज़ है, which we do when we are young. Most people do, but with age, we overcome this. Next speaker.
Yeah, aging is beautiful blessing for me. Whenever we grow old, at the time we got to know many more things from our circumstances, and also books, and that gives us confidence, that reflects our appearance. Also we become more confident whenever we grow old, and we also got freedom. At the childhood, there are so many barriers from parents and all, and don't go there and don't do this. But whenever we grow old, we know that what is right and what is wrong for us, so we can choose that path that way. And that's why aging is beautiful thing for me.
Shagotha mentioned a very beautiful point that with aging, your appearance also improves. Let me tell you, no matter how many creams you apply or lotions you apply, if a person is sad, frustrated, unable to cope up with the difficulties of life, unable to do self-counseling, because if you share your tragedy with people, I mean, it's very easy that people will start crying in front of you, but the moment you're gone, they'll start gossiping about you. Nobody cares. Let me tell you, nobody cares about your tears. That's the reality. If you ask me, like suppose there are two friends, one who's happy for your happiness, the other one sad when you're sad. You know who's the best friend? Whom would you pick? No. With aging, you will realize that the one who is happy to see you successful, that's the better option. That's your real friend. Because when you share anything sad, very easy to be emotional. Oh, sad, bichari kya ho gaya. They won't give you a solution. Rather than doing that, will they help you? That they won't. So don't fall for that. So bottom line is that when you are aging and you know how to deal with the difficulties of life, you know that I won't give importance to validation. You become so confident, happy, peaceful, you sleep nicely at night, sound sleep, you actually become beautiful. As you said, reading books, your knowledge, experience, so that confidence is different. On the other hand, there might be a person very young, okay, features are great, but frustrated, upset, angry, confused, dull, not smart enough. That beauty won't match up with that aged beauty. Supriya is the next speaker.
We are talking about beauty of aging. Here I want to add some points about no limit of learning in any age. If I learn at 50 or 60, that is not that is, I think that is not a big deal. That's why like I want to give an example, like my mother. She is now 50, and at the age of 30 or 40, she didn't play a mobile phone, how to play a phone or pick up the call. But at the age of 50, she know how to call the people. So I think learning is very important for everybody, and at the age of 50 or 60, that is not it's not matter. So yes.
Okay. Tanushri.
Yes, ma'am. In this topic, I just wanna some point. That's like age is just a number. For me, age is just a number. Just like some people are getting mature at age 18, or some people getting mature as age of 60 or 30 or 40. So age is just a number, and in this era, in the aging era, I think that we learn most of the things. We get some power, like hiding power, like thinking power. Then in our childhood, we did something like wrong things. And that we think like it's the best things, it's a funnier. But when we get younger, when we get aged, that time we stop to doing this, because that time we know like, no, this is the wrong thing what I do, this is the wrong thing as for me. So this is the thing we learn. And the power, I say, in childhood, if anyone scold me or us, we start getting cry easily. But when we get aged, when we get old, younger, or
When we grow, don't say ager. When we grow older or when we age,
when we age, that time we stop crying. We stop crying easily. We stop crying in front of someone. We stop doing this when we are grow up. So this is the thing. This is the power. I think we enhance in our grow up era. And I just want to say, aging is just a number, just 1, 2, 3, 4 number. But what we experience in this time, in this longer time, we experience a lot. We know the people, we know our close one, then like our relatives or our best friends or our friends, like we know them better. So this is the point I just want to say.
Aging is beautiful thing in our life. When we grow up, then our priorities change. When we small, we are small, then our priorities are friends, movies, other things,
shopping,
stupidity,
yeah.
etc. When we grow up, we understand. Then we realized our priority are totally changed. Our priority is our parents, our career, our healthcare, and our own hygiene, etc. Then that's my point. Is aging is beautiful.
Very nice, correct. It's a very good point. So there we heard another beautiful point that we prioritize different things with aging. When friends used to be everything, then later on you realize that no, your family is more important. You are important. Your God is important. Your health is important. Yeah. Next, I'm going to ask Priya.
Aging is not just about passing of time. Uh, Aging has lot of experience, like more confidence and has lot of maturity and aging uh, teaches us how to learn how to respect with others.
You see, Priya, as you're saying that aging teaches you how to respect others, aging is not teaching you how to respect others. The moment you are born, everybody in the family, they start telling you बड़ों को आदर करो, सम्मान करो, ये करो, वो करो. हाँ, धोखा, बचपन में ही धोखा, वही तो वो तो एजिंग से आपको नहीं वो हो रहा है, वो तो आपको घर से मतलब हमेशा यही बोला जाता है कि बड़ों को रिस्पेक्ट योर एल्डर्स. बट देयर आर फादर्स हु रेप देयर डॉटर्स. There are mothers like this Indrani Mukherjee who killed her daughter. Means I don't know whether it is true or not, but high chance it is. I've seen in some this TED talks, Josh talks, where I've heard of parents. They're so brutal you can't even think of that. Like there's a thinking that parents are God. Not all. Like all daughters don't get like great fathers. सारे बच्चे बच्चियाँ पापा की परी नहीं होते हैं. और सारे लड़के मम्मा का लाल नहीं होते हैं. Forget about this about parents. And if you talk about your seniors, if you go to this crowded buses and trains and all these things, there are so many old uncles who like harass you, molest you, misbehave, and I think most women have gone through this. Why should I say most? Rather, every woman, they must have gone through some sort of a disturbance by so-called old uncles especially. So the point is, it's not that aging is teaching you how to respect others, ये वो, it's teaching you how to love yourself, respect yourself, जो एकदम लास्ट में जाके पता चलता है. बट कुछ सेल्फिश लोग भी होते हैं. there are hardcore selfish people who know only about themselves. That's different. Me, myself, that sort of characters also are there. Anyway, next is Babita.
Aging is gorgeous. With aging, we learn to love ourselves, respect ourselves,
Take care of
take
ourselves.
care of ourselves.
Yes, absolutely.
When you take the aging process in a positive way, then you start learning new things. You start making new friends. You make program for new vacations. These are good things that will make you mentally strong. If we also want to go to happy peoples, we don't want to go to sad peoples. If you at your age 50, 60, that time if you are happy, you are surrounding with happy peoples, then mental sickness, mental illness is also do not come to you. Physically if you are fit, then mental fitness is also very necessary, and that only comes when you interact with people and learn new things, going outside, etc.
That's so many points you're getting. That's how you do a GD. Tanushri and Suchita, all of you will face GD, right, for the interview. Others who are going for interviews, there's a GD round, and the problem is that you run out of points. But you see, the more you get such experiences, you will realize that every topic has unlimited points. Just see this point. It's so good because eventually you're all alone. If you do not become your own friend, and if you're not engaged with the happy people, you're not getting into any skill development classes and all, you will be all alone in that house. Empty head is the devil's workshop, and you're like, he is not calling me, she is not calling me, they are not taking care of me, and I'm all left alone. And such complaints and negative attitude will only invite disease in your life, like typhoid, no sorry, not typhoid, thyroid, sugar, then you have BP, high blood pressure, you will have cholesterol, n number of diseases. Then you will be alone, but not alone. Diseases are there, your friends. Yeah, very nice. So everybody spoke on this topic. We will just conclude the whole discussion with the wrong notion of aging and the right picture that we got today. So the general wrong picture of aging is that when people call for inquiry, they for admission here, so they're like 30 or maybe 25 or maybe 29, and then only they're like আমার অনেক বয়স হয়ে গেছে, I'm little old, I'm very old, and you will be surprised to know that the age is just maybe 30 or 28, something like that. So why are you first of all saying that I am very old? You want to learn spoken English, you want to learn swimming, badminton, whatever you want to learn, please learn. What's the problem? I mean, do you think the definition of aging is like you can't learn anything? No. Then I remember when we go to say a mall or a shop for purchasing sari for my mother, the moment the shopkeeper will see my mum, they will start showing all the white faded colors to my mother. Why? If she wants to wear orange, blue, bright pink, what's your problem? I mean, this is the definition of so-called aging in the society, that if you are at a certain age, you can't wear these colors, you can't wear this type of dress. Like एक बच्चे की मम्मी है जीन्स पहन के घूम रही है, देखो सोचो जरा, that's the mindset of the society. So if you're the mother of 2 children, 3 children, 10 children, doesn't matter, you can wear what you want to wear. What's the problem? So it's like I don't want to go to a vacation, like I'm so old, or I don't want to do skincare. अब क्या होगा, बच्चे बड़े हो गए, मैं क्या करूँ, मेरे लिए क्यों, আমি কি করব আর সবাই, like you mean everybody in the family will be taken care of, but you will ignore yourself, your health, your skin, your hair, everything, and roam around like a zombie? Does that mean aging? Sorry. Aging doesn't mean that you die. तो फिर मर ही जाओ, जीना ही नहीं है. That's not aging. Aging is experience, maturity, confidence, knowing the right and the wrong, getting the freedom, handling life's problem easily, being able to be your own psychiatrist, counseling your own self. That's the beauty of aging. Not bothered about validation. You don't be a people pleaser. You don't want to be in that goody image anymore. You don't give a damn to your destructive critics. You keep them under your shoes. When you get that fire in you, that spark in you, that peace, that inner confidence, that's aging. And aging is knowledge, and aging is gorgeous, it's beautiful. And we should live as long as we are alive. So let's celebrate aging. Thank you so much. It was a lovely discussion. Thank you, everybody.